I'm Don Nelson with your 6 on Your Side headlines on this Friday evening. Idaho has experienced an increase in opioid-related deaths in recent years, and Blue Cross is looking to turn that tide. Blue Cross of Idaho has announced a new strategy aimed at first-time users. It limits the number of days an opioid can be prescribed, limits the strength of opioids in new prescriptions, requires prescribers must first use opioids that are immediate release, and tracks prescription and usage patterns.
Prevention is worth a pound to cure, so if we can be judicious in terms of how we're managing patients and how we're working with our colleagues and constituents, be they pharmacists or physicians, to help patients get the right treatment and get it safely is, I think, a win-win.
Blue Cross's strategy is to save lives, not limit access to needed medications. The group is hosting a Take Back Day on October 27th at the Blue Cross campus in Meridian for the community to dispose of unused opioids and other prescription drugs safely. Boise State can use eminent domain to acquire the land it needs for a new baseball stadium. Documents from the Idaho State Board of Education show 2 landowners are so far refusing to sell. If an agreement cannot be reached, the board ruled Boise State can use eminent domain to force the sale. Eminent domain allows the government to take private property with compensation. The entire stadium is projected to cost between $8 and $10 million. The university hopes to have the stadium completed by 2020. Friday night was 6 on Your Side Patriot Night at the Caldwell Night Rodeo. It was a chance to honor veterans, with a portion of the proceeds going towards CNR's Treasure Valley Military Relief Fund. The fund helps local families of those injured and killed in action. The rodeo has raised more than $70,000 for local veteran services since it began Patriot Night back in 2010. The Western Idaho Fair opened its gates to the public Friday, and many are looking forward to the carnival-style fun. Fans can expect all their favorites, including deep-fried food, games, livestock competitions, and even a petting zoo. We spoke with one family who have entered the steer, pigs, and goats for the past 11 years.
Well, I do it for my kids because I love seeing them happy, but you know, it teaches them how to take care of something other than themselves.
4-H animals will go on sale Tuesday night. There's plenty to see at the fair, and if you don't feel like walking around, you're going to love the fair's latest attraction, known as the Sky Ride. The first of its kind here in Idaho, Sky Ride looks similar to a chairlift. It helps transport folks from one side of the fair to the other.
It's about 1.5 miles, 1,300 feet, takes you about 8.5 minutes. It's been kind of a dream of mine to make this ride come here.
The ride is perfect for patrons looking to kick back, relax, and enjoy one of the best views of the fair. By the way, outside of Idaho, the Sky Ride can only be seen at the Alameda County Fair in California and the Central Washington Fair.